All right, so we're going to get to my favorite command. I find it the most useful. It's also semi-difficult to get right off the bat, so I'm going to go over the basics with you. For that, I'm going to use this other test character that I have named Seven, who's standing here nude, a feral snarl on his face because he's a terrible person apparently, and walks around naked, snarling at people. So I've got both these characters logged in, and they can both see what's going on. So down here, we'll be able to see what's going on, what Erica is actually posing. So to do a pose, you use a period. Pose is a way of representing your character's actions to yourself, to others, like a specific other person, and to third parties in the room. So um, to give you an example, I would type dot look around. I see you look around. But what Seven sees is Erica looks around, right? So I see it in the first person as Erica. Seven sees it in the third person because it's not from his point of view. So I could do dot look around and dot smile. The reason that I put a period in front of smile is because in the third person, it requires an additional S on the end. So while I see you look around and smile as Erica, Seven sees Erica looks around and smiles, right? So that's one of the benefits of using pose. Another way, or another great thing about it is that it matches names when they're used so that someone else can see something in the first person for them, not just a general third person. So whereas if I do emote looks at Seven, it says Erica looks at Seven. Seven sees Erica looks at Seven. If I do it via a pose dot look at Seven, I see you look at Seven, and Seven sees Erica looks at you. So to string some of this together, you could do dot look around and dot cross my arms while grinning over at, not grinding, grinning over at Seven. So you look around and cross your arms while grinning over at Seven. And Seven sees Erica looks around and crosses her arms while grinning over at Seven. If you happen to leave off a period or something, it could look a little weird to anyone else in the room. So I left off a period. It looks fine to me, so I'm not even going to know that I've messed up. But what Seven will see is Erica looks around and cross her arms while grinning over at you. So if you see something like that, just keep it in mind. Also, another common mistake is putting a period in front of an already plural word. So dot look around and dot crosses my arms while grinning over at Seven. And it says you look around and crosses your arms while grinning over at Seven. And Seven will see Erica looks around and crosses her arms while grinning over at you. So just be aware of that. If you want some practice, I can throw a mirror in a room so you can see yourself and test it out. But you could also just, ask somebody out of character if what you're doing looks correct. And if you want help or you want a drill down of how it works, feel free to use Xhelp to ask me, and I'm happy to help.